I've been writing for the Free Press for 11 years. So everyone says, how come you got to write for the Free Press? Well, let me tell you. 3 years before I started writing for the Free Press, remember me, I'm a little brazen. I didn't realize that, but January 2nd, I opened up the paper and they're talking about all these successful business people in Manitoba. Not one of them was a woman. And several of them were family-owned businesses that are very well known, that in my point of view, was handed to them maybe. They wouldn't want me to say that, but you know how I felt. So I phoned up the editor. I said, what the hell happened to the other 51% of the population, may I ask? Politely. But I have to tell you, I was so nervous about doing that, I did it after hours, so I got the voicemail. I was too scared. And the bugger phoned me back. He phoned me back. He said, oh my God, I didn't see it. I'm so sorry. I said, well, I'm not trying to say I'm the one that's so famous I have to be in the paper, but I know lots of other women. It's just you're not taking a balanced perspective. He says, can we have lunch? So I went and had lunch. And he said, you know, if you have any other suggestions if you're reading the paper, you know, I really don't mind if you email me. I think I emailed him almost every week for 3 years about what he was missing. This or that, or, you know, even story ideas. So here's one. It's the Holiday Inn right across kitty corner from the bay. You got it? I don't know what it used to be called. Bus depot, the hotel at the bus depot.
Holiday Inn Express, but before that it was the mall hotel.
Travelodge. Travel. Okay, the mall and then the Travelodge.
Yeah, and then Holiday Inn Express.
Well, I was teaching at the University of Winnipeg, and I was driving by there. I drove by there every day for 3 weeks, and they were under construction, and there was this much snow on the scaffold that tells me what?
They're not working on it.
They're not working on it. There's something wrong. So I phoned him up. I said, you know, I've been driving by for 3 weeks. I said, you know, guys should look into that. So sure enough, it ended up being a really big story. So I've done that occasionally. You just keep your eyes and ears open and, you know, feed them ideas. You don't have to be on the front page. You need to do them a favor, right? So for 3 years, I sent him. I was always kind. I never criticized, really. I just said, you know, you forgot this or that you should have done this, whatever. So one day he phoned me at the office and he said, hey Barbara, he says, you're going to get a call to be a columnist. He said, every editor at the Free Press has nominated you. I said, well, I don't even know any of them. How come they nominate me? He said, well, you interested or not? Well, let's talk about it. Because I've never written for a paper. I mean, you are restricted to 1,050 words. Because I talk a lot, remember? I mean, I learned how to write an essay and stretch 3 pages to 36. So I said I'll try it for 3 months. And it's
you don't Twitter that, Barb?
Hey?
You don't Twitter that?
I've looked at it and I don't think it's for me.
140 characters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I said, look, I don't have time for this. I really don't have time for this. So if what are you looking for? I said, if you let me pretend I'm talking to someone sitting over the table, you know, across the desk, I'll do it. But if you expect me to research and have this, you know, like an essay or something, I can't. I just can't. I don't have time. So when you read my column, it's like I'm talking to you, okay? But I also found it's real easy. It just kind of comes out. And they've only one that in 11 years that they had to kick out. And it's fun. It's really fun. So yeah, that's got me some press. Then 4 years ago, the CJOB, Manitoba Chamber of Commerce, Winnipeg Chamber Business Show asked if I would like to do 5 minutes on their show. So I said sure. He was okay, $100 a week. So I pay for that. It's not free. I pay $100 a week to be on CJOB for 5 minutes. But they advertise it all week, right? Free. So all I do is take my Free Press articles and turn it into a script, and they ask the question and I answer it, and they ask a question and I answer it. It's easy, except when you forget to phone in. And they phone you, and you can't find your script because you're busy doing something else. And then 2 years ago or a year and a half ago, the CJOB phoned up and he said, you know, this is Vic Grant. Everybody knows Vic Grant. You have such a radio voice. Me? Me? You gotta be joking. Oh no, he says, I think you'd be really good on the
You
radio.
have a better voice than he has.
I was quite taken aback, but I guess he'd been listening to me for 4 years. So he said, well, do you want a show? And I said, well, what's it pay? Nothing. It's marketing. Okay. All right, when? Sunday morning. I'm already writing articles on Saturday, now I gotta get up on Sunday. Okay. And I started, and now it's a year and a half later, and I'm having a really good time. But, you know, I thought I have to be more professional now because I'm a little bit better known, and I was talking to a marketing guy, and he says, I need fancier materials. So, here you go. I think I spent $10,000 on this. Look at this. Isn't that slick? $5 each, $6 each. What a waste of money. Don't do it. You don't need anything fancy if you're in the consulting business like I am. I guess if you need, you just don't need it. You just don't need it. I mean, these were models that they put in there and everything. So that was a waste of money. So we have an extensive website, and I also have one for me for speaking, etc. And our website, it's been up 2 years, and our website visits increased just in 1 year by 345% to 3,000 a month. In 2009, it's 5,000 a month. And every weekend, every Monday, I get in, I'm getting 5 or 6 leads that are paid work. So it's phenomenal. We have a customer relationship management database. My articles every Monday go shipped out to everybody. People open them, so we've got to click through all of those kinds of things. And people say, oh yeah, I was thinking about you, Barb, can you do this? So we get work from that. We have 2 times weekly emails going out, like all kinds of things going out on the email. And some people don't like that, they shut you down, etc. But for the most part, they see my name and they open it. Don't swear at me, they open it. We've tried billboards. You know that new electronic billboard by the Winter Club? We've tried that too.
Does it work? I know the guy that...
I don't, it's too much money. I don't want to say I'm cheap, but it's too much money.
I just met him at the...
These little simple little things that you do, the relationships, attending events, being a speaker, helping other people.
It's the personal context.
It's the personal content. Billboards don't work, so we're not spending money on that.